If you are stuck with a high stroke count in your freestyle, this video I'm going to explain why that's happening and how to correct it. Hey swimmers, welcome back to the Swim Vice channel. I'm Coach Mandy, and today's quick tip video is on why you have a high stroke count and why it's a struggle to lower it. The reason being is most likely that you are slipping, and I'm going to explain what slipping is in this video and how to improve it moving forward so that way you increase your streamlining. Now, before I get started, if you are new to the channel or you've been watching my content, be sure to hit the subscribe button below. That way you stay notified for new and exciting content weekly. Okay, swimmers, so in this video, I will be demonstrating a higher turnover versus a lower turnover in freestyle. So if you're watching this video and you feel like you are exhausted when swimming freestyle, most likely you could have a high turnover or high stroke count going across the pool. So I will demonstrate what slipping is, and that's usually when your stroke count increases, and that means your arms are moving way too quickly, faster than your body's traveling forward. And so what will happen is you'll feel exhausted and you will have a higher stroke count. I will follow this by demonstrating streamlining, prioritizing streamlining with a very minimal kick, and will result in a lower stroke count, so taking away that slipping action. So in this video, you will learn how to move faster while increasing efficiency, and it's not by faster movements. So you will find out that actually if you move slower, does not mean that you will actually swim slow. It just means that you are more streamlined and you are also increasing your distance per stroke and really swimming your height. So first is a higher turnover. So I'm going to count my strokes here, and you will see how many it takes to get across the pool. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. About 30 plus, which is really high. So if you're watching this video, having anything above, in my case for my height, above 21 strokes is extremely high. So right here you can see what I mean by slipping. So you can see that my head is elevated, and the reason why it is my left hand is physically pulling and my elbow has dropped. So you can see my elbow is moving further back than my left hand, and that means I don't have any traction in the water. So however, I feel like I'm pulling. So if you feel the sensation of pulling, doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be moving that quickly moving forward. So the arms are moving way too quick, and that results in not only higher energy consumption, but also an extremely high stroke count. So you want to get away from focusing on pulling. I know that's hard to think about, but I will explain further along in this video. So if your arms are moving faster than your body's traveling forward, especially your low side arm, as you see here again, yanking and pulling that arm back, then you are slipping. There's no traction in the water. You're not gliding, you're not using your height to move you forward. And so that not only results in your arms moving too quickly, but you're more likely to kick harder, because when you slip, it throws off your body alignment, you increase your energy consumption, and then there's this subconscious thought that if you kick harder, you will swim faster. But what can happen is you may move forward, but with a lot of effort, and you will feel winded, you will feel exhausted, and you won't be able to hold this type of movement for a long period of time. And if you do, you've got some great conditioning. But if you're watching this video and you're looking to get across the pool in the least amount of movement as possible and be able to swim further and farther faster, low turnover. So here is this clip one more time, and you can see the movement is fast, but with a lot of strokes, a lot of kicking, and body alignment is thrown off. and this is very difficult to sustain for a long time. Even me demonstrating this, I was already out of breath by the end of the 25. So in this clip, I'm demonstrating a lower turnover, prioritizing streamlining my body with very minimal kick, focus on avoiding slipping. And you can see the movement is quieter. The arm motion is a little more in sync, more in unison, more fluid, not choppy and quick. And I'm able to get across the pool with no issues. Now I will show this clip again, but this time I will count my strokes. So you can see the difference between 30 plus to now, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, about 15 strokes, which is my sweet spot. Now that's a huge difference compared to 30 plus. So instead of trying to pull and kick harder, the prioritization here is streamlining, which is a definitely lower turnover. So when moving, the sensation is slower. So that becomes challenging for those that are working on freestyle, is that you think that if you move your arms and legs quicker, that you'll move fast. Doesn't necessarily mean the case, and it will also be with a lot of effort. So the movements are slower, but that does not mean you swim slow. So how do you swim faster while improving your efficiency? Is swimming your height, really using your body length forward and preventing yourself from moving too quickly. So avoid pulling and focus on lengthening your body forward. And what will happen is naturally you won't slip, and you will actually get traction in the water where you will naturally start to form a catch versus yanking and pulling your elbow back. So that's the difference between pulling and also forming a catch. So I will break this down in just a moment here, because I want you to see that by prioritizing streamlining, you can see my right arm is still out front. It is not pulled back as you've seen in the first demonstration, and my arm is entering the water. So I'm really focusing on lengthening my body forward, and what will happen is you actually increase your distance per stroke. And not only that, by increasing your distance per stroke, less movement, less work. So even in this demonstration, I'm only doing a kick per stroke, not a bunch of kicks, just trying to go across the pool as quickly as possible. But this is highly sustainable, especially if you are swimming anything over 200 yards and you can swim without being out of breath, and be at about, I would say, a 6 in terms of a scale of 1 to 10 in a rate of perceived exertion, 10 being an all-out sprint. So this is something that you can definitely sustain for a distance and also a long distance race. Now, if you're curious about understanding what stroke count you should be doing or executing when practicing freestyle, I have all this detailed in my SwimVice speed program. So pay attention to the end of this video. I have an important message on how to access my program. All right, swimmers, I hope this video was revealing on why you have a high stroke count, but also steps on how to lower it. Now, if you're watching this video and you're looking to improve your speed with less effort and a lower stroke count, hit the pinned comments below and join my SwimVice program today. Specifically, the speed program. I go through a complete progression on how to incorporate a lower stroke count while maintaining form and understanding your metrics based on your height and skill level. All right, swimmers, enjoy your practice, and I will see you all next week.